What is going on, YouTube? Tom here. Currently, I'm in my daily driver, Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road. And yes, even though I'm making a video today about a Ford, I'm in my Toyota because it's actually a closer competitor to the Ford I'm going to talk about. So yes, Ford is getting pretty serious about unveiling their new Bronco. A lot of people know Ford has been working on this Bronco for a little while. There's been some different spy shots, teaser shots, etc. And they finally have a date set for the unveil. And that's going to be in this month in July. I believe it's July 13th. So of course Ford even has an Instagram set up right now, specifically for the Bronco to show off some teasers. Now, honestly, it's looking pretty cool. And of course I just wanted to talk about it. What are my thoughts on that? My hopes for it. Even though I'm probably not going to get one, this actually is kind of important for me, even with my truck as it sits. Ford is going to be doing a Bronco, finally, for the first time since 1996, when they discontinued the old Bronco. So, the big deal is, it's not going to be a full-size truck like the old one was. It's in fact going to be a compact off-roader again, returning to the roots of the first-generation Bronco. The first generation Bronco came out. It was based on no existing Ford product. It was an entirely new platform dedicated for off-roading rather than based on something existing. Like Lee Iacocca was the head engineer on it at the time. He's the one that headed the project, which he also did the Mustang. So it's kind of a significant project because, 60s trademark is the original Bronco. So, it looks like Ford is going to be doing something similar. It's going to be based on, if it's not its entirely own platform, it'll be based on the current Ranger platform, which is kind of the current rumor. Even if it is based on the Ranger, my hopes are that it'll be based on a completely revised Ranger platform, rather than a pickup truck. Now, my Tacoma TRD off-road is definitely a very capable off-roader. I have yet to take this truck off-road, but believe me, I've seen what people have done with these trucks, and they're very, very capable. But the problem is with a pickup truck converted to an off-roader, there's a lot of compromises you make. Number one, this manual transmission that I have, it shares this transmission with, the TRD Sport, which is really for on-road driving. The platform itself is, obviously the same Tacoma platform that's been around for years. It's inevitably, this is an off-roader that's based on the same Tacoma fleet truck that the Orchid Man drives. So yeah, it's just not in general going to be the most capable. It's very capable, yes. Most capable, no. So if Ford were to switch the Bronco to its own dedicated platform, it would definitely allow for a more capable series of off-roading. It would definitely allow for a much more capable off-road truck. It wouldn't be limited to its design. And the big one is its transmission. It's going to be getting a manual with a crawler gear for the first time in realistically decades that a car company has done a crawler gear. Now what that means is that it'll be a 7-speed manual, and first gear will be like a regular on-road first gear, but instead of having just that, it'll have a C gear, or low gear, also known as a granny low gear, specifically for off-roading, for going up a steep hill when you pull a decent load. In the olden days, a lot of trucks had that. They kind of fell out of favor because then you just put a really low first gear, and then you weren't limited to 3 and 4 speed anymore. In my Tacoma, I don't really have such a thing. Instead, I've got the clutch start cancel, like a lot of all the manual Tacomas have, which isn't a bad system, but it's adapting the existing transmission to do the job of an off-roader. It's kind of like if it had an actual low gear, it would be a little bit more capable than this first gear when the clutch start cancel. So it could be a lot better. I think that's what Ford wants to do. Ford is definitely trying to continue doing something like that, so that way they can get that off-road capability to really put companies like Jeep to shame with the Wrangler. And I got a lot of hopes with that Bronco because, number one, a lot of people know Toyota used to make the FJ Cruiser back in the day. Of course, they quit making it, and now used FJ Cruisers have gone sky high in value. So it's like, wait a minute, four-wheel drives are hot right now. Why does Toyota simply not bring back a four-wheel drive to compete with that? Tacomas, I mean, not everyone wants to get a Tacoma. Some people want a dedicated off-road vehicle. So I think maybe that'll spur Toyota on to continue development of an FJ Cruiser, because for a few years now they've rumored the FJ Cruiser coming back. Also, most recently I heard a rumor about the Land Cruiser, which is a very expensive vehicle, possibly getting cheaper. So either one of those could definitely be a possibility. And then of course the big one I'm actually hoping for is, I've actually already seen some people talking about they might consider selling their Tacoma for a Bronco. And of course that gives me some hope, because of course I now own a Tacoma. I'm hoping that some people will part out Tacomas and I'll be able to get some Tacoma parts cheap. Now y'all go get your Broncos, let me have some Tacoma parts. Definitely let me continue on with this build. But the inner redneck in me really loves four-wheel drive SUVs like the Bronco, so I'm actually excited to see one in person when they come out. Of course, the big problem right now is, obviously, it's 2020. Our economy is not doing too well. A lot of people are laid off of work, they don't have money. So the problem is, if it's too expensive, well, that's going to limit its appeal to only essential workers. So I don't know if the economy is really going to be able to support sales of something like the Bronco. So now only time will tell if the sales numbers even do what they want them to do. But that's all to be determined. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about the new Bronco. Is anyone here that follows the channel thinking about getting one? If so, I want to hear what y'all's expectations are for this new four-wheel drive Ford. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe, because like I said, I want to continue bringing you all the news. I probably will make an updated video when the Bronco actually gets unveiled, so we can talk about the expectations of it and also the specs. But anyway, take care, have a good day.